All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Las Vegas Raiders in today's video. We're hearing some really good things. The Las Vegas Raiders are currently wrapping up rookie mini camps before we get into OTAs and the team mini camp. We're hearing some really good things, specifically around first round pick Brock Bowers. We're hearing some great things about second round pick JPJ playing left guard. We're going to discuss all of that in today's video. But real quick on Brock Bowers, we heard from Vic Tafer with The Athletic that the explosiveness of Brock Bowers is on display on the rookie camp practice field. We're seriously hearing such good things about Brock Bowers. So apparently, and I got most of this information from Raiders.com, where you can watch some clips, you can see some pictures, you can read all these types of articles. But apparently Brock Bowers showed a small glimpse of what he can provide in the open field. The rookie tight end's route running abilities looked crisp, quote unquote. One of the things I do best is the yards after catch and being able to get vertical after I get the ball, said Bowers. They have a great culture here already, so I can't wait to melt in and do my thing and get to work. One thing that's been abundantly clear, and these are rookies, these are undrafted free agent rookie moves. They are loving the Raiders culture. You'll hear a couple of quotes in today's video about that, like we just heard from Brock Bowers. But there's a lot to be excited for. In yesterday's video, or video a couple of days ago, we were talking about the culture on the Las Vegas Raiders and why everyone seems to be missing the mark. Everyone seems to be missing the ball on how good and established this Raiders culture is with Antonio Pierce. And it just goes the extra mile. Like, it goes the extra distance when you're playing for a coach who loves you and is willing to put it all on the line for you. It just pays off dividends and it creates a culture. And that's exactly what Antonio Pierce has done since he became the interim head coach and now the official head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. So welcome back to the channel. Before we get any further into today's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Raiders content. We're going to be covering all the camps, all the OTAs, all that fun stuff all summer, just like we have been doing. So if we try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. It is, if you've been watching this channel for the last couple of weeks now, it's no surprise. Brock Bowers is my favorite prospect that the Raiders drafted, and it's not even close. I love DJ Glaze, Jackson Powers-Johnson, Tommy's not looking nice, the running back, the safety. They've got some really intriguing rookie pieces, but obviously coming in at pick 13 in their first round when we were debating if they were going to go offensive lineman or cornerback for months and weeks and weeks and weeks before the NFL draft, and they end up throwing us a curveball and going with one of the best playmakers in the entire draft at the tight end position in Brock Bowers. I'm seriously saying it. We'll keep saying it on this channel. I think the dude's going to be a day one Pro Bowler. I think he's going to be a day one impact player. I keep saying it. He's going to be the second best player on the Raiders offense by the end of the season. And there's some really good offensive players on that offense to begin with. That's way too many offense words being said in one sentence, but you get my drift here. So moving on, DJ Glaze revealed that he and JPJ, Jackson Powers-Johnson, are roommates during rookie minicamp, with the plan of the two draftees leaning on each other through training camp, quote unquote. We came out here willing to work. Yesterday, me and him were talking about what we were going through in the meetings. We're ready to work and get after it. He's going to learn, ask questions. I like being around the people who want to do that. So apparently, once again, this is from Raiders.com. You can tell right out of the gate that Jackson Powers-Johnson wants to assert his will, even if it's just rookie minicamp. During individual drills and team period, his aggression off the line of scrimmage was on display. He compared his play style to the demeanor and passion of Raider Nation. Quote unquote, you want fans who are ready to go. They embody the kind of physicality you want to play with. So, he cited this as well. There's just so much rich history of people who are just absolutely nuts and want to get after it. That's how I play. I think it's just a great fit for me. Then also being able to just put on these colors, put on the helmet, put it on my chest is truly a dream come true. So you're catching this drift here. All of these rookie Raiders are excited to be part of the Raider Nation. And then on the defense side of the ball, edge rusher Ron Stone Jr. and Jim Thorpe Award winner Trey Taylor both seem to showcase a fluidity and smoothness to their game during team period. Trey Taylor is one of these players, safety out of Air Force, that we've been talking about on this channel time and time again. When we're talking about like actual steals of the draft, and I'm not talking about dudes drafted day 2 in the second or third round, we're talking like the deep dives of the draft, round 6, round 7. I would say Trey Taylor is certainly up there. I think this dude has everything that it takes to be a quality player in the NFL, especially on this Las Vegas Raiders team that needs some defensive back help. Moving on to the defense side of things, just on paper here, DeCamerion Richardson, very excited about him. Can't wait to see Jacorian Bennett hit the field. I'm hoping for a huge breakout year two player. But one thing I heard, and I was just reading like random articles before I was hopping on this video, was they were talking about how eager, I think it was a Bleacher Report article, and they were just talking about how like eager teams should be about this upcoming season. And the Raiders just barely, like, they were talking about basically the bottom 5 rosters in the NFL. And they had like a quick little excerpt of teams that just barely missed the cut. And of course, the Raiders were on that list, and I just cannot comprehend it. Of course, they were talking about the quarterback position, but they actually started it off with the offensive line, saying the Raiders' offensive line is horrible, and that even if they could figure out a quarterback, whether it's Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell, we keep hearing Antonio Pierce say it's going to be Aiden O'Connell. I don't know how hard it is to understand this if you're not a Raiders fan. Everyone seems to believe that Gardner Minshew was signed from the Las Vegas Raiders to a 2-year contract to be the starting quarterback. No, folks, it's Aiden O'Connell, and you should be excited that it's Aiden O'Connell. But this article was talking about how bad the offensive line was. I'm thinking to myself, it's not that bad. It really is not that bad. I got great tackles, specifically at my left tackle, and freaking stud. Probably the most under-recognized, underrated left tackle in the National Football League in Colton Miller. We were talking earlier on in the video that JPJ was playing left guard. That's currently Dylan Parham's job, most recent, drafted a couple of years ago from the Raiders. We're going to have to wait until OTAs. We're going to have to wait until team minicamp to decide or to figure out if JPJ is actually going to be playing left guard. But here's as it stands right now, the Raiders offensive line: left tackle Colton Miller, left guard Dylan Parham, who is versatile. The Raiders keep mentioning after drafting JPJ and DJ Glaze that they value versatility on the offensive line. You've got Andre James, who just got re-signed, playing the center spot. And then I've got penciled in JPJ at the right guard position because I'm thinking deeper down. Cody Whitehair is certainly not going to be the starting right guard for the Las Vegas Raiders this upcoming season. And then you got Thayer Munford Jr. at right tackle. A lot of people have been saying, myself included, don't sleep on Andres Pete, who was just picked up from the New Orleans Saints, former first rounder. I know he has pretty much all of his career played on the left side of the football, but there's belief around the building that he could be the right tackle, the starting right tackle for the Las Vegas Raiders this upcoming season. So I'm not saying the Raiders have the best offensive line in the National Football League, but I think at worst they're around average, and statistics would back that up as well. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button to stay tuned with the Raiders minicamp and all that fun stuff. But guys, let me know down below, who's the most intriguing rookie the Raiders drafted this year. Let me know down below. Have a great weekend. We'll see